Need to be so slow, but be prepared that it picks up and hits you harder. AJ, are you still here? Something happened with the stream. At least it went out for me. Is it still going on? Well, counter is going on. Then it can't be so bad. So no one will know what happened in the tunnel when it went black for a moment. As long as I don't end up with 2 videos. You can also see we don't have to stop at Chur Altstadt or somewhere else in between. The next stop is in Chur main station already. So that will be the last and only stop that is on our list. When running through Chur Sand, we will have the pleasure of witnessing a pathing that usually does not occur, because we will be going across a piece of track that is usually reserved for the trains for the opposite direction. But I will come back to that as soon as we get there. Typically when running from Arosa to Chur, you will go on the right track a bit through the yard, and here we will go on the left track that we usually use when we are driving from Chur to Arosa. I didn't do any external so far today, right? So, I mustn't forget to use my rear view mirrors before we enter the area with the tramway, because as far as I understood that, we are required by law to have rear view mirrors when we are acting as a tramway. Good thing we can just flap them out by pushing a button. Here again, small level area before falling down into the gradient again. So, when we have those structures that protect us from falling rocks, that means we're getting close. You can see we're using our rear view mirrors so that we are ready for the tramway part. Probably the last tunnel, or the second but last. yeah. Whistleboard, level crossing, announcement sign for the speed reduction and for the tramway part, execution sign for both. Now we are tramway. By the way, in case you're wondering how to turn this ZSI-90 on and off on this locomotive, there's good news, you don't need to turn it on, it is always on and you cannot turn it off. Why is this good news? Because running a train without the proper safety systems on is a crime in most jurisdictions, and we don't want to do that. Here again the light signals for the tramway co-acting with the tramway specific signs. Reduction to 25 incoming. Shortly followed by the execution. We're passing the area. And now we are going on the left track. Typically we are going to the right on this switch, but now we are going to the left, if I am not mistaken. Yes. And there is a special signal at the end of this track. That is green, but you can't totally go by the signal being green, because typically it is green for the right track, and there is a sign with an X underneath it, and this X typically prevents you or prohibits you from exiting this track. There's also a tramway signal that tells you not to do it, but if those two lights on the X are lit, then it means you can go. And luckily those two lights are lit, so we were able to go out of the track and into the single track here again. Here the cars always coming quite close to us. Later on I have seen there is a section of track where they are actually clipping through the train a bit. Obviously they shouldn't do that in real life. We will see if we can capture this on camera later. You can see the request stop sign. It is not lit. We are not supposed to stop at Chur Altstadt. But we have to slow down to 20. Now the cars are waiting almost at this line. But sometimes here in this area you can have cars clipping through you. Isn't that nice here? Now we're going to the right, what I can see on the switch indicator. This is always an area where you don't know whether you have to apply some propulsion or slow down. I think on this little part here you actually need to use some propulsion, some traction effort to not slow down too much. And then the last decline to the station. Be prepared, train will pick up some speed here again. This is quite steep, this last bit. Don't let it surprise you. Yeah, you see, needle is leaning in and we need 60% again to stabilize the speed. And then we are already almost at our stop position. You can see the red light. This is where we have to stop our train. Going into position, using the dynamics to almost go to a standstill. And a stop. So, AJ, did you pay attention? Did I speed or did I miss anything, or was that a perfect run for a change? You wouldn't be able to say. Well, then don't say. We will see. I was some seconds late here in Chur. Most probably because I took it so easy on the passing area in Untersachs. No, I think this was actually a perfect run. I can't see where I lost any points. 1 hour almost exactly, 7,390. Okay. Then this is what I wanted to show on this stream: the ZSI-90 safety or safety system, the deadman's pedal, the gradient signs, and how to get this train down the hill. Well, whether you like those liveries or not, I think they are quite cute. And I obviously took the black one, the one that comes to our line here. I like it when developers are actually not abandoning their products, but they are still working on them even when they are on the markets for months or even years, and still bring something to make them better. I'm totally willing to pay the extra buck for that. Well, thank you very much, AJ, for moderating the stream. Thanks for watching, and take care. Again, Happy New Year, and see you around.